Well, it's starting to snow already. That wasn't supposed to happen till this afternoon. But that's okay, because I have this disaster to clean up. While I'm tidying up, I may as well watch some content from Desert Rat 2000. I'm going to learn a bit more about carbs. I have two carburetors at the moment. One of them kind of works, but only half of it works, and I picked up another carb exactly the same, two Holly carbs basically, and I'm going to transfer parts across. But I've not worked on a carb for, how old am I? 30 years. So I need a bit of a refresher, so hopefully these videos are going to help me. Meanwhile, I need to get with the tidying. Oh, disaster. Right, before I get started, I have a mystery to solve. Oh. These are interior trim, apparently for my car. Okay, for the rear small windows. Now, they came with the car, and it says 36 M Coupe. I don't know what the M stands for, but I can tell you these are way too big for my car. So I'm wondering, Ron, would these fit your car? And do you need them? Because I don't think they're any use to me. So I think they would sit that way. That would be the driver's side rear. Nope, that would be the driver's side rear. It would sit inside that way, I'm guessing. So I've got two of these, left and right. They're not for my car, so if anyone knows what they might be for, and as I say, Ron, if you need them and they fit your car, you can have them. Okay, tidy up time. Go away, horrible snow. I mean, it's not going to come to anything. It's just a bit frustrating to work in. Okay, it's not perfect, but I've got some floor space. Still need to tidy that. I just hate picking stuff off the ground constantly, so it's easier to sort when it's up there. Right, my bench of goodies. So this is all my steering shaft stuff that I've collected. So that was the original. That fits in a Vega steering box, and it's got the double D. That was like $90. I'd hate to butcher that, but I can't afford another 90 to get the right one. So this is a shaft I picked up at the same time I picked up those coilovers, and these U-joints work great, but they're both the big spline shaft. Again, I might have to make them fit as well. This is the original Crown Vic setup, which is really weird with this weird U-joint thing going on. I'd love to see the original and see how that actually turned a car. That one is possible. I could probably do something with that because it's got just a big clampy thing. I don't know what the spline's like in there. That could be cut and welded, I'm sure. So I think I've got plenty of steering stuff. This was the original tranny mount. It wasn't completed, it was for the rat rod, but I've kept that because that's the exact distance I need for the bolts at the bottom of the transmission, so I can make something around that as a template. I also found this little guy while I was tidying. I currently, oh you can't see it, I currently only have one of these, and I noticed that I was getting quite a lot of pressure oil build up in the left side that didn't have one of these. So I need to make another one, and that's vented. So that's the same as the one I've got. So I'll have one of these either side. I originally got these 20 years ago. I think they came off a Land Rover, an old Land Rover. Well, they didn't come off, they were designed for, they're brand new, never been used. So I'm going to use those two at the back of the body for mounting it to the frame, because they're big and chunky, and most of the weight on the body is 2/3 towards the back, just above the, just in front of the rear wheels. That's where most of the weight is on the body. So use two of those, and I can get something very similar from Princess Auto, so I'll get another two for the front. Meanwhile, I'll use these just as something, right? And I still have to make these adjustable bushings for the lower control arms at the front. So what will I do today? I know what we can do today. We can work on my mascot for the car. So I'm not going to bother with a Chevy emblem because it's far from looking stock. So let me show you the mascot I've got. I did have this on my rat rod. As you can see, this is a unicorn, and my unicorn will live either at the very front or maybe back, probably about there. Okay, windy again, sorry. I think that will sit quite nicely there. It will be a bit further up. Whoa, windy. And it will have a chain at either side. Yeah, let me explain what that's all about. So why a unicorn, I hear you ask? Well, I shall answer that question. A unicorn is symbolic of Scotland, believe it or not. It is actually one of their national animals, shall we say. And it does in fact appear on the Scottish or the British passport. And it also appears in the Canadian passport. You may not realise that. Let me show you. So this is a British passport. It's an old one, that's why it's chopped. But you can clearly see that, my friends, is a unicorn. But you may also notice that it's got a collar on it, and there's a chain going down there. So what's that all about? Well, basically that's the crown, English lion. And basically they kept the Scottish unicorn as their little pet, the bastards. So because that's the British coat of arms, which is very similar to the Canadian coat of arms because they're still ruled by the English. Nah, it's a British thing. I'm not quite sure the connection, but we're still a monarchy. So I thought it would be quite appropriate to have a unicorn on my Canadian hot rod. How's that sound? But the thing I really want your help with is I want to name the car. I am not very good at naming cars. I just can't do it. My wife's great. She always names her cars. For example, that is, oh my god, I've forgotten the name of the Mini. I can't remember. I'm sure it's really witty. Okay, so here's the deal. Oh wow, it's bright out there. Here's the deal. I am at, as I make this video, I am at 493 subscribers. So I am going to leave this naming thing up to you guys, and when we get to 500 subscribers I will announce the name and the winner, and I might even send you something. I don't know what yet, but it would be nice when I get to 500 to to send a little prize to somebody if they want. If they don't, it doesn't matter. And as I say, I don't know what it will be yet. So let me get on with this little unicorn mascot and see if I can get it fitted to the car today. Change of plan. I can't find the other chain for this at the moment. So while I look for that, I will upload this video and you guys can come up with a name, and hopefully by the time I get this finished, you'll have a name for me and we'll be at 500 subscribers and it'll all tie together quite nicely. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, so you've got to hit that bell, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we're at 500, and I'll announce the winner and I'll dream up some prize for you, okay? Thanks for watching. See you hopefully tomorrow. Woo!